So you're done with college and now you're ready to job search. So basically, what do you do now? Well, first of all, congratulations. You've put in your time, you've written countless term papers, you've spent countless nights studying, and now you have your degree. Start applying for every listing that you find. Remember all of those classmates that you took those labs with and you walked the stage with? Well, they're going to be applying for jobs too, as well as graduates all across the country. AZA has a great website for job listing. It's updated quite frequently, and it includes positions for everything. You can find jobs for concessions there. You can find ones for veterinarians there. You can find job listings for even zoo directors there, and they update it a lot. So look at it at least every day and apply for as many as you can. Now, part of the reason that I say apply for as many as possible is because it is a competitive field. So with that, I'm going to advise that you guys be open-minded to the positions that you're applying for. Let's say that your dream job is to stay in your home state and to work with large cats. Well, keep in mind that's very specialized. It's going to be tough to find exactly what you want without any kind of flexibility there. Also, remember to be a little modest. You do have this fancy piece of paper now saying that you put in a lot of hard work and that you know about animals, but you don't have much experience so far, so you do have to keep that in mind. Don't be too proud to start off with an internship. Many zoology grads start off with internships or seasonal temporary positions just to get something under their belt and to get some experience to put on their resume. It also helps you form connections with people in the field, which is very, very important. Zoos communicate with each other all the time, and you really want to start making connections with people now. Now, in a perfect world, zoo grads would get out of school and zoos would be begging them to work for them. Of course, that would be ideal. They'd be begging us to work for them, and they'd be willing to pay us any amount of money, but of course, that's just not the case. I will say personally, as I was growing up, my high school teachers often told me, go to school. As long as you go to college and you get a degree in something you love and you get a decent, 4-year degree, you should be set. And so when I graduated and I got out of that campus, I was kind of under the impression that it was not going to be hard for me to find a job. And they didn't take into account, of course, that it varies by field. It really depends on what it is that you studied at school. If you are interested in zoology, I still encourage you to go for it. I think it's very important for you to love your job. But do keep in mind, you may have to be flexible about what exactly you're going to be doing initially and where you might be doing it. As I said, I kind of thought I was going to settle down in Michigan. That's where I went to school. And I thought I would graduate, get my dream job, and just settle down there. And that hasn't necessarily been the case. Now, I was lucky enough to get a zoo job right out of college, but even then it wasn't my dream job. I'd like to go into education, and I was a keeper. It was still very valuable experience for me. It taught me a lot, but of course it wasn't my dream job. It wasn't the work I wanted to do, and I was commuting an hour each way. It was just exhausting for me. And I've even done other jobs in the meantime. I worked at a bowling alley. I've worked at a veterinary clinic, things that are not exactly specific to my resume. So it can be really hard to find a job right where you want it out of college. So I've sort of realized that I really needed to expand my job search, be a little more flexible, and be more open-minded to relocating. I don't regret having to move, but it is something that I wish I would have been more aware of when I was in school and when I graduated. It could have saved me a lot of time. I'm 26 now, and I'm kind of just starting to get back into the zoos. So it is something that you want to be aware of beforehand. Of course, if there's anything I missed, feel free to send me some questions or even some comments. I'd be more than happy to give you my best shot back, my best advice from my experience. Also, reach out to your local zoos and aquariums. Just ask for a keeper or a zoo staff member in the department you're interested in to talk to, and I'm sure they'll get back with you. They're all about education, so I'm sure they'd be willing to work with you. If you think of anything, let me know. Otherwise, this is ZooGirl signing off for now. You guys have a great day and stay wild.